Seacrest County has become the ultimate place to speed. A playground for the most exotic cars and drivers in the world. But this is not a lawless place. Constant competition has led to the creation of the world's fastest police force, Seacrest County Speed Enforcement. The SCPD spare no expense to redline it all the way and make you pay. Every day, new drivers still show up and attempt to tame Seacrest County and outrun the law. The pursuit for the ultimate drive starts here. Which side are you on?
Welcome, cadets. You have been accepted into the ranks of the SCPD, the world's fastest speed enforcement unit. You begin your career as a Rank 1 cadet with limited access to the department. The pinnacle of the speed enforcement unit are the Rank 20 ultimate enforcers with access to any vehicle or pursuit resource required. Your career with the SCPD will be measured on your performance in the field. All of your actions are monitored and recorded in the system as bounty. The more bounty you are awarded during an active mission, the faster you will progress through the comp ranks. Basic busting procedure is to bring the suspect to a halt or force the vehicle to stop with excessive damage. As an interceptor, you are authorized to use any available force to bring the suspect in. The objective is to bust the suspect in the shortest amount of time, minimizing impact on the population of Seacrest County. All interceptor response cars are fitted with an SCPD nitrous system. Use this system to give your vehicle a short burst of acceleration, enabling you to close the gap or impact the suspect with more force. If the suspect gets too far away, there will be a limited time to re-engage before the assignment is over. Stay close and stay sharp.
Welcome to Autolog, the connected heart of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Autolog puts friends at the center of your game, allowing you to easily connect, compare, and compete with all your friends playing Need for Speed. Hot Pursuit Online is where you connect and compete with up to 7 other players, earning bounty towards your cop or racer careers. Head into Seacrest County to earn bounty and progress your career as either a cop or a racer in solo events. Autolog Recommends is an all-new innovation in social competition. Here, Autolog recommend events to you based on what your friends have been playing. To get started right away, head into the career.
You have been granted use of the new EMP system. The EMP system fires a directed electromagnetic pulse from your car to a targeted suspect. The system requires an active lock-on to correctly track the target. Once fired, you are required to keep the target car within range and line of sight for the tracking system to engage. If a suspect is hit with the EMP, all of their systems will be scrambled and disabled. Fire from a distance, then move in for the bust.
Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Using an explosively pumped flux compression generator to fire military-grade electromagnetic blasts 2 times faster than currently deployed technology. This unit is taking our existing NNEMP generator technology to the next level. Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Delivering 100 times more electrical impact than a lightning strike, this generator provides the ultimate electromagnetic stopping force. Developed in parallel with the military, new lock-on algorithms deliver 75% faster target acquisition.
You have been granted the highest level of pursuit support. Command has approved the request for aerial response units. When in a pursuit, you can call in one of the helicopter units to assist you. The aerial unit will attempt to track the suspect and bring them to a stop with force. The helicopters are equipped with spike strips which they will attempt to drop ahead of any fleeing suspect. The units have a limited amount of fuel, so use any request wisely. As a member of the SCPD, you have the full backing of the Command Center on every mission. For this next mission, Command has approved the use of local roadblock units. Calling in the units will set up a roadblock ahead of you and the suspect on the road. Any collision with the roadblock will cause the suspect heavy damage and slow them down, giving you an opportunity to move in. SCPD pursuit bulletins. Rolling out across the department. Fort Shelby Interceptor have been introduced to add more muscle to your roadblocks. Roadblocks of the SCPD in association with Ford. SCPD close the gap on speed racers. Delivering the most effective and most expensive obstructions, Porsche Cayenne turbos now deployed to add spice to your roadblock. Roadblocks of the SCPD in association with Porsche. For this next mission, your interceptor vehicle has been fitted with a spike strip release mechanism. Activating the weapon will release a lethal spike strip from the rear of your car. Your vehicle can only carry a limited number of strips and will take time to recharge after each use, so only fire when you are confirmed a hit. Command out.
Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Introducing the Shredder. 50% wider, 30% longer, no moving parts. Deployed in less than 5 seconds. Now equipped on all SCPD interceptor units. Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Announcing the ultimate upgrade to your Shredder technology. MDLS, the multiple device launching system. Double your stopping power. Deploy 2 Shredders at once. Rolling out across the SCPD today.
Seductively powerful and exquisitely finished, the Aston Martin DBS is the ultimate blend of refined performance and minimalist luxury. Representing a milestone of Aston Martin's technological abilities and car design, it is an open invitation to drive, the supreme temptation. Truly great luxury sports cars are rare. In a world often diminished by mediocrity, genuine design innovation and engineering accomplishment are available only to the discerning few. With its race car roots and luxury appointments, the Aston Martin DBS is just such a car. One of the most potent production Aston Martins ever made, the DBS represents the synthesis of raw power, race-bred technology, and design excellence. Powered by a hand-built V12 engine producing 380 kilowatts, it delivers breathtaking power and performance. Like a well-toned athlete in a figure-hugging suit, the aluminum and carbon fiber bodywork of the DBS is a tight wrapping on the muscle that lies beneath, expressed in the taut lines and heavily sculpted flanks. Using technology developed in competition, the DBS is a direct descendant of the DBR9, a thoroughbred race car that has won many of the world's greatest GT endurance race titles, most notably back-to-back GT1 class honors at the coveted Le Mans 24 Hours in 2007 and 2008. Carbon ceramic brakes and adaptive suspension that adjust to virtually every situation ensure that the DBS is perfectly at home in the city, on the open road, or on the track. Distinctive, resolute, strong-willed. Accept no compromises, make conscious decisions, and be governed by nothing other than one's own free will. This is the only way Porsche know how to build a car. 6 horizontally opposed cylinders define the Cayman-S's naturally aspirated flat six and enable its mass to be positioned lower in the car. Although the engine is naturally aspirated, a 2-stage resonance effect creates oscillations in the intake manifold, which generates a turbocharging effect and optimizes induction. To further reduce lift and to add to the overall performance and sporty feel, the front has been restyled with enlarged air intakes. There is a constant interaction of convex and concave curves that create a style like no other. Throughout its entire production run from 1975 to 1989, the Porsche 911 Turbo was the top-of-the-range model from Porsche. Making use of turbocharging technology, which Porsche had begun experimenting with in the early 1970s with the Porsche 917, the 911 Turbo was developed to be a direct competitor for the much more expensive and exclusive supercars of the era. Although the car was no longer required as a homologation model, due to changes in the homologation rules, it became the basis for the 934 and the 935 race cars. The car proved to be very fast, but also very demanding to drive. Its short wheelbase, engine position, and power delivery contributed to a tendency to oversteer that required a high level of skill to control. A distinctive flared rear spoiler, wider rear arches, and upgraded tires were added to help increase grip and make the car more stable. The rear spoiler was later raised even more to allow enough space for the newer air-to-air intercooler, which was added to increase power even further. Stopping performance was also improved by using brakes similar to those found on the successful Porsche 917 race car. First produced by the Ford Motor Company in the 1950s and affectionately known as the Crown Vic, this car has become the iconic police and taxi car. Its body-on-frame construction makes it very rugged and easy to repair after minor accidents. The only full-frame rear-wheel drive passenger car built in North America. A 4.6-liter V8 drives its rear wheels, resulting in handling which lends itself well to police driving techniques, where the front of the police car is used to push the rear of the fleeing car. The police version of the Crown Victoria has a black front grille and rear fascia on the trunk lid. Black trim can also be found under the taillights. The next generation police interceptor from Ford will be based on the Ford's latest unit body full-size chassis, with the seamless transition already underway.
Central to all units. Officers require assistance on Boulder Road. All units, please respond. All units respond. This is an emergency situation.
The Subaru Technica International Division was created in the late 1980s to coordinate development of Subaru's rally cars. They now also create high-performance consumer versions of the Impreza WRX, which combine power with precision and performance with practicality. Power is generated from a 2.5-liter 16-valve boxer engine with turbo and intercooler. Generating over 300 bhp at 6,000 rpm, trademark poise and pin-sharp handling are retained at all times. The 5-door hatchback design has been developed from the standard Impreza model. Noticeably widened body flares and a longer wheelbase with shorter front and rear overhangs clearly define the Impreza WRX STI and outline its performance credentials.
Central to all units, officers require assistance on Boulder Road. All units respond, this is an emergency situation.
The RX-8 was launched in 2003 and has sold over 160,000 units worldwide. So far, this car has won more than 50 global awards, including many Car of the Year awards in 2003 and 2004. With a refreshed look and an improved performance, the latest RX-8 is still as stylish and fresh as it was when first launched. The Mazda RX-8's most unique feature has to be its Renesys rotary engine Genesis engine, which generates an incredible 232 bhp from a comparatively small, naturally aspirated 1.3 liters. Redlining at 9,000 RPM and with a very smooth power delivery, this light engine succeeds in creating an exciting driving experience. The 5-spoke wheel design features a shape which can be traced to the triangular rotor shape of its engine. Rear hinge doors show innovation in allowing passengers to easily access the rear seats while retaining an overall sports car size and shape.
Central to all units, officers require assistance on Boulder Road. All units respond, this is an emergency situation. All units respond, this is an emergency situation.
Countach is an exclamation of astonishment that a man from Piedmont, northern Italy, might make when seeing an extremely beautiful woman. Allegedly, this was the word that Nuccio Bertoni uttered when he first saw the design, and the name stuck. A single prototype was built and shown at the 1971 Geneva Motor Show. The first Countach, with a few necessary design modifications, including much larger air intakes on the car's rear shoulders, was delivered in 1974. Although not the first wedge-shaped car design, it is undoubtedly the most famous and was the must-have pin-up car of the 80s. A total of 676 Countach LP 5000 QVs were built between 1985 and 1988, with the Countach being replaced by the Diablo in 1990. Improvements to the engine were made throughout the Countach's lifetime. With the LP 5000 QV, the V12 engine received 4 valves per cylinder, hence the QV, Quattro Valvole name, and an increase in engine capacity to 5.2 liters. The 6 double carburetors were moved from the side to the top, which improved engine breathing, but reduced rear visibility to near zero.
Pursuit of a red Lamborghini.
Suspect is driving aggressively.
Intercept a unit on scene. Stand down. Roger that, 1073 approved. Roadblock units deploying directly ahead of you.
I've made contact. He has sustained some damage.
Officers have the suspect in custody. This thing is over.
The Porsche 959, with its electronically controlled all-wheel drive, was originally conceived as a Group B car, the road-going version created to satisfy homologation regulations that required a minimum of 200 street-legal units to be built. The road car became the world's fastest street-legal production car with a top speed of 197 miles per hour and was hailed as the most technologically advanced road-going sports car ever built. Instead of creating an engine from scratch, Porsche developed an existing engine, ending up with a twin turbocharged six-cylinder boxer engine with an air-cooled block and water-cooled heads. The use of sequential twin turbochargers allowed for smooth, seamless delivery of power across the engine RPM band, which contrasted to the sudden delivery of power found in other turbocharged engines of this period. Instead of using a tubular space frame, which would have saved weight, Porsche chose to use a steel monocoque, which reduced cost and would be easier to translate to future models. The pursuit of lightness and aerodynamics was, however, a big focus for the body, which was made from Kevlar and was a pioneering feature of the mid-'80s. Its big front air dam and huge rear spoiler were created from time spent in the wind tunnel and contributed to an impressive drag coefficient of 0.31.
signal. Take evasive maneuvers. Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location. All units, you are clear to use spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over. Local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go. All units, we are reading a disruption to the communication system. Please confirm system operations. Spike strip deployed.
I've made contact. He has sustained some damage. Target has gone into a tunnel. We're going to try...
Monitoring a system overload. Are you okay? All units, you are cleared to use spike strips.
This is aerial pursuit.
Target is immobilized. All units, weapon systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer.
What's the load?
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. Suspect is out of range, EMP lock-on failed.
Roger that, aerial pursuit unit engaging.
All units, local EMPs are authorized for use. suspect has evaded the spike strip.
Negative on the stop. Vehicle still mobile.
Spike strip has failed to slow the target.
Negative. Target is in the tunnel. I got him. Going in for the pin.
Aerial support is standing by. We are awaiting orders.
Suspect is using spikes. Requesting support.
Monitoring a tire blowout. Evasive maneuvers recommended. Activated, acquiring target lock. EMP has missed the target. EMP has missed the target. All units, continue pursuit, over. All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go.
This is aerial pursuit. Hit confirmed. Target immobilized.
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuver. Spike strip.
Watch out. Suspect has released a spike strip.
You are clear to use spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over.
I've made contact. He has sustained some damage.
All units, local EMPs are authorized for use.
Pursuing officer, be advised, service support incoming. Lost him. Suspect is in the... I've made contact.
Monitoring a tire blowout. Evasive maneuvers recommended. Spike strip has failed to slow. The target suspect is still on the run. Weapons disabled. You are on your own until we can get back online.
Watch the road. Those racers are using spikes.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip.
Ticket has been issued. This is aerial pursuit. We haven't confirmed yet.
Air pursuit unit is online. Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location. Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Spike strip has failed to slow the target. Suspect immobilized. Repeat, suspect is immobilized.
Contact.
Suspect has missed the spike strip.
Suspect has been issued with a speeding ticket and fine.
Weapon systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer.
Target has dropped the spike strip. The situation is highly dangerous. I got him. Going in for the pin. This is aerial pursuit. Hit confirmed. Suspect immobilized.
Weapon systems are inoperative. Use direct force. Suspect is now under arrest. Bring them for processing.
The original Gallardo is the most successful Lamborghini of all time, with 7,100 being sold. The new Gallardo LP 564 has a more powerful engine and is 20 kilograms lighter, resulting in an increased performance without an increase in emissions. Traction has also been increased over its predecessor, thanks to improvements to the four-wheel drive transmission, suspension, and aerodynamics. A smooth underbody and rear diffuser helps to suck the car onto the road at higher speeds. The new Lamborghini Gallardo LP 564 is a master at taking corners fast. An optimized weight distribution of 57% to the rear was achieved by placing the engine lengthways, hence the LP, longitudinal posteriore, in the model description.
Suspect sighted on Foxglare Pass driving erratically in a Ford Shelby. Engage in pursuit. Command Central has approved SCPD airborne assistance. Use the aerial support unit to keep your target from escaping.
Roger that. Aerial pursuit unit engaging. Watch out! Suspect is...
Spike strip has failed to slow the target. All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go. Spike strip has failed to slow the target. Suspect is still on the run. EMP activated, acquiring target lock.
I've made contact. This is aerial pursuit. We have a confirmed hit.
Aerial support is standing by. We are awaiting orders.
Watch the road. We're witnessing these spikes.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Repeat, suspect evaded spike strip. Maintain pursuit. Target has been apprehended. All units stand down.
Only available from 7 specific Nissan dealers throughout Japan, the Spec V is aimed squarely at the enthusiast driver who is prepared to pay for race car-like performance on the road. Exceptional supercar rivaling performance is achieved from a twin turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 and race-spec suspension, brakes, and wheels. A novel boost control system provides extra torque that should help the driver to exit corners in a higher gear. Carbon fiber rear spoiler, front grille, brake ducts, and a unique ultimate black opal body color are exclusive to this model. 20-inch alloys and a titanium exhaust complete the no-compromise approach to ultimate performance.
Suspect sighted on Fox Blair Pass driving a Ford Shelby GT500 erratically. Engage in pursuit. Command Central has approved SCPD airborne assistance. Use the aerial support unit to keep your target from escaping. Activated, acquiring target lock. EMP has missed the target. EMP has missed the target. All units continue pursuit. Target has been apprehended. All units stand down. Welcome, Cadet. You have been accepted into the ranks of the SCPD, the world's fastest speed enforcement unit. You begin your career as a Rank 1 Cadet with limited access to the department. The pinnacle of the speed enforcement unit are the Rank 20 Ultimate Enforcers with access to any vehicle or pursuit resource required. Your career with the SCPD will be measured on your performance in the field. All of your actions are monitored and recorded in the system as bounty. The more bounty you are awarded during an active mission, the faster you will progress through the comp ranks. Basic busting procedure is to bring the suspect to a halt or force the vehicle to stop with excessive damage. As an interceptor, you are authorized to use any available force to bring the suspect in. The objective is to bust the suspect in the shortest amount of time, minimizing impact on the population of Seacrest County. All interceptor response cars are fitted with an SCPD nitrous system. Use this system to give your vehicle a short burst of acceleration, enabling you to close the gap or impact the suspect with more force. If the suspect gets too far away, there will be a limited time to re-engage before the assignment is over. Stay close and stay sharp.